plastic pumpkin this Halloween. I love how they do studies about
random stuff.
Is that my government tax dollars right there at work? 40,
yeah.
It said that most kids will carry a plastic pumpkin.
No, it's usually like the Candy Makers Association or some group you didn't know existed that does
USA
stuff like that.
Today.
They did the survey?
USA Today, Jack.
Okay, well then it's like they just put on the internet, and if 15 people respond, that's what they go with.
My kid carries a plastic Spider-Man.
My kid has no arms.
I
just wanted to win. I just wanted to win. All right. Not that funny when you actually have a kid, huh?
Yeah.
Way funnier joke when I didn't have one. Yeah. All right. Hey, this is something that Stench is very excited about. I don't really, I'm not really a big fan of that supernatural psychic stuff, but I'm not saying it doesn't exist.
I am, because I lived in a haunted house.
I know you did, Precious.
Now I'm freaky about that stuff.
And I know that and so I'm not judging it, and I think that if you're into it, then it's your thing. And I think if you're into UFOs, that's your thing. I think whatever you're into is your thing.
Not into UFOs, so don't try to make me be the total kook.
I wasn't saying you.
Okay, good. Thought you were pointing.
I was saying me. I'm into UFOs.
Okay, good.
E.T. was real. Anyway, so I don't, it's up to you if you partake in this, if you're into it, if you're not into it. Sometimes I do think creepy things happen, I have to admit. So maybe I am a little bit into it. It is Allison, how do I say her last name?
DuBois.
Ooh, that's very fancy.
They made that show about her, medium.
Allison DuBois, yeah, real life medium. She's the real life medium. She's the one.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It was derived from her, I guess. Well, let's just ask her. Here she is. Hi, Allison.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
We are good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm waking up. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's very early. It's Friday the 13th, by the way. Are you superstitious about this stuff?
I like Friday the 13th, but I'm sure that wouldn't surprise you. And what scares you probably is more normal to me. So it's all in a perspective of how a person sees it. To me, it's everyday living.
Oh, hold on. If you just woke up, did you have any crazy dreams last night?
Yeah, that you were fat.
Yeah. No, she has dreams that and then solves crimes and stuff. It's awesome.
I actually did, but it was nothing like that. It was more of on the bizarre nature where you wake up and go, what the hell was that?
Yeah,
no.
I have a lot of those. Jack sees monkeys ice skating, and we don't know what that means. All right, so I understand, though, you are willing to take some phone calls about, hauntings. People give you what's going on in their house, also
Sure.
relationship questions, stuff like that.
Sure.
Okay.
Awesome.
Because I know one guy has a question about a coupon, or actually it's a woman.
Coupon?
Deborah?
Yeah.
Hi. Welcome
Hi.
to our show, and this is Allison DuBois, the real life medium.
Yeah.
Wow.
So go ahead with your coupon story.
Well, my mom passed away about 4 years ago from cancer.
Uh-huh.
And when she passed away, a few days before, the hospice nurse had given me a bunch of pamphlets for the mortuaries. And, well, my mom, when she was alive, was the biggest coupon queen you could possibly imagine, had a coupon for everything. And so when she passed away, the hospice nurse had come to the house and asked me where they wanted to take my mom.
See, I'm a psychic, Allison, and I know you're not, but I have this idea that story's still going.
Yeah.
It is kind of interesting, though, with people who get signs like that from the other side. Although it seems trivial to us, or like it's something that really wouldn't matter to us, that's what makes it so special, because it is significant to their loved one that passed away. I mean, I've had mothers whose sons died, and 2 weeks later they got a text message from their cell phone that had been disconnected since then, and continued to get text messages 9 months later after their death.
Wow,
Whoa.
that's crazy.
So, I mean, I see some pretty amazing things. I mean, a lot of the readings I've done, people audio tape them, and you play back the audio tape, and you can hear a clear voice in the background.
Ooh, EVP.
And the words that it's making out. So although the movie White Noise was not exactly, believable, it was based on something that actually does happen. You can record their energy for some reason. They do transfer onto tape. And so I found that fascinating, because I found that out firsthand just by them playing the tape back, at the session and hearing it myself. So kind of interesting.
Allison, hey, Monica, can you come here a minute? Let me just, I just wanted to know something for my own self real quick. What was the coupon thing?
Oh, that her mom used to clip coupons, and the day that her mother passed away, she found a coupon.
For a funeral home?
No, a random coupon.
That's not one, is it?
Do they have coupons for funeral homes in LA?
I don't know.
I don't
Here's
know.
what's weird. I eat a lot of donuts, and I bet the day I die, one of my kids will drive past that donut store.
Or there'll be a dried up one in a corner.
Yeah.
I have a
Yeah,
question.
a petrified donut.
Have iPods screwed up speaking with the dead because people don't make tapes anymore?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, does technology keep up with dead people?
I think it pretty much does. I think dead people will keep up with technology because they're electrical, and so are these items, and they seem to be able to mess with them and manipulate them. So it's kind of fascinating.
Wow. All right. Here we go. Here is Jack. Heidi,
Hi.
meet Allison.
Hi.
Hello. I have a quick question. I live in a house that our neighbors had a lot of ground movement, and they had to move out of their houses. And my husband and I we're terrified that something's going to happen while we're in our house.
It's not.
It's not?
No.
Okay. And then,
Their neighbors had to move out, Allison. Be careful.
Yeah, I'm not going for the popular answer. I'm going for the right one, so she's fine.
good. Okay. And do you see us having another baby soon?
Well, isn't that kind of in your hands?
Good answer.
Yeah.
That is a good answer, by golly. All right, Allison, the real live medium. Hold on just 1 second, if you could, Allison. We're going to take a little break. No, we're not. Are we? Yeah,
Yes,
we are. We have to.
real quick.
All right, real quick. We're going to take a little break, and we'll be right back with you, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, thank you. Allison, real live medium. Her book is called what? It's called
Don't kiss them goodbye.
So many papers in front of me. I should ask her if I'll ever get organized.
Any of you have anything to say, anything, I can hear you. You just have to speak to me.
The inspiration for this story is Allison DuBois, who uses her psychic skills to help solve police mysteries. At a very young age, Allison realized she had something special, a sixth sense.
I heard something tell me to move my bed away from the window, and a truck drove through my bedroom wall that night. And my bed was in the only place in the room that the cement blocks didn't completely destroy when the wall came down. I'm like, wow, I guess I better always listen to this voice.
Wow, I want her to be my friend and just hang out with me and tell me, like, Jamie, move!
Don't drive that car.
A little to the right.
Yeah, Allison DuBois, everybody. She's with us on this Friday the 13th. A very scary day. Ominous. But not to her.
Not to me.
It's just like any other day. She also has a couple books out called Don't Kiss Them Goodbye and We Are Their Heaven. Now, do you get a lot of money from that there medium, or did they just take your idea and run?
Quite honestly, you know how LA works. It's not as much as people think, but I'm glad to be able to share my story anyways. And I get a lot of letters from people that are just happy to have somebody to relate to and to learn from about, matters of the other side. And it's not all that difficult. It's what we all expected it to be to begin with.
Now, Stench thinks his daughter is a medium.
Well, I did write a chapter called Kindergarten Mediums because children tend to really not edit themselves and tend to be less, they don't have the issues we have about what we believe and what we don't believe in. They just know what they experience. And I think that's very common, actually, and I think there's more of us than there are of people that don't have the experiences.
Because your daughter...
They talk to dead people. That's what her specialty.
People that feel them, that can sense them or that dream about them. I mean, people get it in different ways, but it's actually quite common and very human, and it's actually our country has the biggest hang-up on it, but that's trying to learn about it. So it's actually very normal.
All right, we have some phone calls for you, if you don't mind. Here's Christina. Christina, meet Allison.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm calling because basically you just answered my question. I was wondering, I could totally relate to what you're saying about your dreams because I get them all the time. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, these dreams are some that I cannot control. I could put one example that would be, I dream about the accident of the Kentucky one not long ago, probably like
the
a month ago.
Kentucky one?
Yeah, I dreamed a night before that. I was riding a horse on a freeway, on a highway.
The Kentucky Derby horse?
Yeah, and well, that's what I dream, a horse. I had never ridden a horse, not in real life, least in a dream. And then it was dark. I got off the horse. I looked up the sky, and I seen a plane doing a U-turn, and it crashed.
She's psychic to the gamblers.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's
the family that
horse
died. Wait, what is the story?
You dreamt about that horse that broke its leg or whatever?
No,
right?
not the horse. It was a plane crash that left from the Kentucky
those
airport,
really cute,
and they crashed.
couple.
Remember that?
Yeah.
So then I didn't really pay attention until the next morning, like Sunday morning. I was watching the news and I seen that airplane crashed, and then it really didn't hit me until later on. I was hearing the news and everything. And I called my
So,
sister.
Allison, what do you think that means?
Well, it's interesting. I mean, sometimes it's just a premonition, which may have been what she was having a dream that was having a premonition of what she was going to see the next day or what was going to be in the news the next day. And when people experience things like this, I encourage them to write it down in like a journal or something that, they can log it in, because my husband, Joe, he keeps track of my world predictions. And then when they come to pass, he writes down the date that they came to pass, so you can keep track of your accuracy and what your timing is on these issues.
Yeah, I dreamed it like the night before, like a Friday to be Saturday, and that happened on a Sunday really early in the morning.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we can't say, I'm going to go to bed and dream the lottery numbers.
Exactly. No, I don't. It's something that I just can't control. It happens.
All right, well, Christina, it sounds like you should start journaling. Christina should journal.
Well, let me just say this for the record. I can pick a slot machine in a casino that will pay off. I am good at that.
Oh, hey, you want to be friends?
You're a better friend every minute.
Well, I do have friends that do like to go to Vegas with me, and I guess that's probably why. But,
now, what about an earthquake here in Los Angeles? Any feelings?
Why?
Any kind of premonition?
That's kind of taboo for me to even answer that, because you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't as far as answering something like that. People are either mad that you didn't somehow stop it, or they're mad that you didn't, nail the date. So I tend to sidestep those whenever possible.
Because to me, today feels like earthquake weather. No. Feels a little earthquake weathery.
Yeah. I'm from Arizona, so I don't get a feel for earthquake weather so much, because it's not something I'm familiar with, and that has a lot to do with what we pick up on. It's what we're finely tuned to. And you picking up on things like that is just a form and a natural human form of kind of what I do on some levels. It's not so different. It doesn't.
I got a pain in my knee.
Yeah.
So it's going to rain.
Well, some people have always predicted weather that way. The American Indians. I mean, that's not unusual. So that's good. I think that's a good way to know what's going on.
Oops, sorry. Here's Rick. Rick, do you have a question for Allison?
Yes, I do. Good morning, everybody. Actually, before I ask my question, can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
You guys rule.
We rule!
I've always wanted to say that.
Oh, look, we're your puppets.
Hey, my when I was 13 years old, my best friend killed himself. Nobody ever knew why. He just committed suicide out of the blue. I was wondering if there's any way Allison might be able to get a hold of him, or
this is not so difficult, and I don't mean it. And I'm very sorry, first of all, because that's something that people tend to carry with them their whole life.
Right.
And I don't mean to simplify it too much, but in my my more recent book, I did write a chapter about suicide specifically. And it was nothing more than a chemical imbalance and his body changing and not being able to deal with what was going on internally. And sometimes people act in haste, and it's something that they regret when they pass. They didn't mean to necessarily kill themselves, or sometimes that's the case. But I just really think it had to do with his age and where he was in life. And, had he been, 30, it's not something that he would have done.
Unless he was Jack.
Yeah, there you go. But it was his time and place to exit. But I think the chapter on suicides might help you to understand it. It goes more in depth on it and gives specific accounts of it, situations like that to help you work through it yourself. But there's nothing you could have done to stop it from happening.
Right.
Just so you know.
Okay, Rick.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Okay. Wow, he's holding on to something. Here's Allison. Hi, Allison.
Hi. Okay, my ex-husband passed away several years ago, and then my current husband and I got pregnant 2 months later. And in a tarot reading, I was told that my ex-husband was with my son. So I wanted to know.
That's not his?
Right.
Yeah, that's creepy.
So I want to know if my ex-husband's still around us.
Yeah, and here's what it has to do with, because I don't want you to be too creeped out by it. It's more of, he loved you. And it's more of a protection stance for you. And if the baby is part of you and something you loved and something you were supposed to have together as he thought, then he would, kind of watch over and make sure the baby's safe, but not in any bizarre or weird term like he's trying to possess it or anything strange like that. Just as, almost like a guardian angel, just making sure.
How did your ex-husband die?
He was a musician, and he was on tour in Europe, and he got sick. And so my current son, he's 3. He was with my new husband.
Right.
So that's why I thought it was kind of strange.
Well, but it is, the baby that he would have expected to have had with you, and just more of an acknowledgement of glad that life's worked out for you and, to live, and that's good.
Great.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
Yay.
Thank you.
Allison,
All
little
right.
spring and Allison step. Hey.
Yeah.
Here's Justin. Hi, Justin. Welcome to Friday 13th and Allison DuBois.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Right.
Lovely. Go ahead.
We bought a house about a year ago, and not long before we bought the house, somebody had actually died in the house. And since moving in, we've kind of heard some banging on the walls and stuff like that. We wanted to see if that person was still hanging around or if somebody else was hanging around the place still.
That person is still hanging around, and here's the hard part about that, because I know exactly what you're talking about. I mean, I've gone into houses, obviously, where somebody's died in a specific room, and even when you tour houses, when you're, house hunting, sometimes you'll pick up, a real heavy or a kind of dragged down kind of a feeling in a room as though somebody's still there. And
Especially if it has paneling.
Well, there you go. But it's not that this person means any harm. Sometimes they get attached to the structure because they had really happy memories there, and to them that house looks like, it did in 1968 or whatever. I mean, they just form these attachments. And in their world, that house is in the condition it was where they were the happiest.
Right.
Or if there was another house there before that, what that house was like. I mean, it can go back. But heaven is whatever their idea of heaven is, and where they were the happiest is where they reside. It's where they want to be, but not necessarily to hurt you. And I don't think there's any ill intent there. Just some noises. So just say hey and move on, and it's fine. Or you can burn some sage if you want to clear it out and say you're not welcome. But usually they're there for good meaning.
Does that sage stuff work? I hear that a lot. Clean.
You know what? It really does. I mean, especially in Arizona, you have to understand we have a lot of American Indians out here, and they've done it for, centuries, and it really does clear a house, and a lot of houses won't sell because there's some sort of a stagnant feel in it, and I swear you burn a little bit of white sage, a little sage in there. You can buy a little incense stick of sage or buy it at, we have trading posts here. You probably don't. But it really does clear things out, and it doesn't hurt to try it. So for those skeptics out there, give it a try before you knock it.
Like Jack and Jamie.
There you go.
All right, Allison DuBois, everybody.
Thank you.
The real live medium. All right. Thank you, Allison. We really appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Okay, I love how all you guys in this room, by the way, this is what happens in this room, just so you know. Stench asks the question about sage, and the woman goes on for an hour, and he's saying to me, wrap it up. You asked the question, you wrap this stupid stuff up.
I didn't mean we were going back to another call, is what I was insinuating.
Yeah, okay.
Because she had to go at 7:30.
Everybody's going, wrap it up, Jake. How can I interrupt the woman that's in the middle of the whole sage
I actually want to know the
trading
answer.
post?
I want to know the answer to that, because I've always
Arizona,
heard that.
whatever.
I want to live in
It's the-
1965 house.
The most common
Jeez.
psychic question in the world. They always say,
God.
oh, just burn sage. Everything will be fine.
Ugh, I should have burned it during that entire episode. Jeez. See, I have to remember not to be selfish and that some of you guys are really into that stuff, and so I should just go along with it instead of...
Example, Rock Lady. That both Jamie and I didn't really... I get so much email. By the way, it's energynews.com for all the people who email me and want to know her because we were mean to the Rock Lady, and people are really into that stuff.
Yeah, so just because it's not the views of Jamie and Jack...
Doesn't mean you and Stench aren't into it.
Right.
I like that. I like the
know
blah
you
and the
do.
psychic stuff. The Rock Lady, I was with you. Right now, the psychic stuff I'm into.
So, because I was just like, oh my God. To me, she kept going on forever saying nothing, but I guess to you guys, you were into it. So,
Yeah,
my apologies.
I just don't believe in that stuff, especially that the dead keep up with technology. Why is it that in a few years my grandma will know all about iPods? Right now she thinks they're a pack of cigarettes.
You pessimistic
Your
ass.
grandma thinks your iPod's a pack of cigarettes?
Yeah, she can't figure out how to get the cigarettes out of it.
That's not what she said. She said they're electrical, and it's electrical energy, and anything that has electricity they can
I still
Can I
get
get a cigarette out of
I
this
get
iPod?
messages from them
God.
arguing over the cell phone, and if it actually is working and they're calling me.
Well, when they die, if they ever do, and God forbid it's no time soon, they will know technology, Jack.
No, they'll
Yeah.
be electrical.
It's like a supernatural trip to good guys for them.
I hope you get haunted so bad. I want Jack to get haunted more than anything in the
Why?
world.
Oh,
Because I want to
gosh.
just see a smug ass when a ghost is in front of him.
I don't believe in that crap.
If he doesn't believe in it,
it doesn't mean if you don't believe in it, it won't happen to you.
Oh my God! Yes, it will, because if there was anything
He'll
weird
think
in my
it's something
house,
else.
I'll call an electrician when the lights start blinking.
When you see a ghost, you know it's a ghost.
No, but he'll think it's something else if he doesn't believe. That's the thing about if you don't
Stench
believe.
is right. At the end of the haunted house ride, it's sitting right next to you. And
I
I'm
get
like,
that.
whoa.
You don't believe a ghost is a ghost in your house, and believe it or not, it's something.
No, but if you don't believe in it, then you're not able to
You're
accept
not
it
able-
as a
yeah.
ghost.
If you don't believe in it, it's just a person you can see through.
Right. If you don't believe in it, it's you make it you'll make an excuse for it. That's a light ray or something like that.
I get that with lights flicking on and off, but I'm talking about a full-blown ghost in your house that you see is a.
But if you don't believe in it,
life-changing
then you'll make
experience.
some kind of crazy excuse
You'll
for it.
justify it with science.
Yeah, you'll say like it was
Right.
a chemical reaction because you know if you're a non-believer, then you won't want to believe it's true. You'll be like
Right.
so like, oh my God, I know it was a chemical. I put
Because
the pledge down.
I know on the opposite end, my wife tries to make a lot of things into ghosts and supernatural things, and I'm like, that's just
the light blinking
that's
and that
steam
crap,
on the window.
Yeah, you could write off all of that crap until to me it's an actual being that
Like a
looks like
thing,
a person
yeah.
that you can see through, and they're in your bedroom.
Yeah,
You'll love that.
I've been to that Disneyland and it's crazy creepy.
Because he gets right between my wife and I on
It's
that ride.
amazing.
No, if you scoot to the middle of the seat, it's in your lap. It's
I know I feel a little dirty.
Hey, look, he's smiling.
All right, so my apologies to all of you that were into that lady. It was like giving me a headache. But you know it doesn't matter because it's not always about me, and sometimes I forget
And
that.
it's still Friday the 13th and creepy.
Right, exactly. And Jack, well, see, the thing you guys don't understand is that Jack makes jokes during the off time, and he was like, "Oh, what psychic land movement?"
Yeah, I don't believe in psychic land movement. I believe in landslides and earthquakes.
I know. I'm
That
worried
make
about
me
that
worry
woman.
about that lady.
I know the woman's like, "Do you think my house is gonna slide?" She's like, "No."
Yeah.
What is it, psychic dirt mover?
It's, the vibe I got on her, or that I've heard about her, is that she's not a psychic. She's not a look at you and like give you a prediction type
has
person.
premonitions?
She's like has dreams about things that are gonna happen. It's
Well, so what does
different.
this mean? Okay, so I don't believe in psychics and all that, but I do believe listening to a gut instinct. Psychic instinct.
Yeah, I think
Your
they're
voice
different
stuff?
things.
I see. I don't know enough about it, but I believe
What's
that.
the difference?
Because how many times have you like gone back on your gut and then you got screwed? And you're like, I should have listened to myself.
It happens a lot during Trivial Pursuit.
Jack, you're not helping.
I don't even think that's psychic as much as it's just your
Premonition, but yeah, not premonition. What is that called?
your gut feeling. Human intuition.
Are you having any kind of intuition about your flight today?
I
Mr.
am.
Because
Poodle.
I am, yeah.
Me too. Mr. Poodle
I
has
don't
a
even
flight
believe
today.
that stuff, and I have a lot
Wait,
of
what
negative
do you-
energy
what do you-
about a flight
I
to
do
San
too.
Francisco.
I want to hear. What
I
are
have
you
this
guys
weird, creepy
intuiting?
feeling that you shouldn't
Storms
fly
rolling
today.
in, and there's
Storms coming in. Hasn't been a big like airliner crash in a really long time.
And I kept that
Poodle
insurance on my
down.
American Express card too. Yeah.
You what?
I kept the insurance on my American Express card.
Good.
Oh, good. That's a good move for,
Well, thank
for
God.
Dr. Steve because
Yeah.
he might need that. You
Yeah.
know,
Dr. McCreamy will be loaded.
Yeah.
Exactly.
find himself a happy guy.
Oh wow. Oh man.
Yeah, you know what is
hurt.
funny? So Mr. Poodle's going to San Francisco, and we were like, oh God, stereotypical, right? Because he's gay. But then we were like, wow, Dr. McCreamy will let you just go to San Francisco by yourself because he's not going with Dr. McCreamy. And he's like, yeah, you know, he's okay. And then we had a whole discussion in
About
front
how-
of his face.
About how Poodle doesn't have the energy to cheat. We pretty much, I trust him.
You don't even have like the
Wow.
He's just so. It's not only energy; it's something else. He just doesn't. It's just too hard for him to
The
try to cheat.
motivation.
The motivation, yeah, exactly. And that Jack said this, and I agree that you're just gonna go to San Francisco, lay your ass down on some couch, drink a bunch of drinks, and just bitch.
Complain.
You know what? And I said you're right.
Yeah.
I
So
don't
why
think-
even leave town? Just bitch here.
Okay, I was asked to leave town.
Just get the bottle of
You
Midori and keep
were?
it here.
Yeah.
Jamie.
I have a vision.
Oh, no.
I have a vision that this guy ain't gonna answer. It's Friday the 13th. Earlier in the show, way earlier, we promised Lydia that we'd call her grandpa today.
Oh, yeah,
'cause
wish
it's
him
his
a happy birthday.
Yeah, it was way early.
He's 80-something.
So my thought is he won't answer.
Your intuition?
Yes.
Hello.
Hi, is Hugh there?
Who's this?
It's Lydia's friend, Jamie and Jack and Stench.
Hi.
Whom do you wish to speak to?
Hugh.
Who am I?
I don't know. Lydia's grandfather, Hugh, though, it's his birthday today.
Oh, okay.
So we wanted to call him. We're from a radio station.
Do you know who you are?
Hello?
Hello.
Isn't it Hugh's birthday today?
Yes.
Well, we're calling from a radio station because Lydia called us and said, "Can you please call my grandpapa?" But she said grandfather, and say happy birthday to him.
Oh, okay. Here he is.
Okay.
Hold on a minute.
Wow, the security to get to Hugh.
Bulldog screener.
Wow.
Hello.
Hi, Hugh.
Oh, good morning.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
How old are you today, Hugh?
87.
87. Now, what is your secret to living so gosh darn long?
Say that again.
What's your secret?
Oh, I don't know. No secret.
Waking up and stuff.
No secret?
Just hang in there.
Did you drink? Did you smoke?
Did you drink and smoke, Hugh?
Oh, I did until I was about 60.
Well, there you
That's
go.
good. All right.
Did you eat your vegetables?
Oh, as much as I could. My wife always wanted me to eat my vegetables.
Oh, there you go. All right. Well, Hugh, Lydia told us to call you and say happy birthday.
Oh, that's really wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
She's a good granddaughter, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Hugh. Happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye,
Happy birthday.
Hugh.
Okay.
Lydia's a whore. No, I'm kidding. I wasn't on the phone with him. No.
Yeah.
I just wanted to just change it up, get all crazy with you.
Hugh.
Hugh. He was cute, wasn't he?
Yes.
Well, that was worth doing.
He's 87.
Yeah. All right. So there you go, Lydia.
That was nice
Yeah,
for Lydia.
It's more
I
fun
know.
when they're senile. You can make fun of them.
Right. What? Stuff like that. But that, they all can't be winners. That Hugh was normal. Damn it. All right. Here is Amber. Hi, Amber.
Good morning.
Hi.
I talked to you guys yesterday when I was in line for the Ellen show.
Yay.
Oh, that's
Yay.
right. Yeah.
Remember, and you gave me my fun fact of the day to walk around, and I was talking to everybody about the oldest man in the world dying.
Right.
He was 126. Well, the question everybody asked me after that is, where was he from?
We don't have the story anymore.
Not
Does it
important
matter
detail.
now?
I don't know.
I know. No, so I just wanted to tell you that and give you my Ellen show update and tell you guys thanks so much for talking to me yesterday.
Did you
It
get
made
the
my day.
makeover or whatever it was that they were looking to do to someone?
No, they were looking to hypnotize people. I did not
Oh,
get
that's right.
hypnotized, but I got to sit on the aisle that Ellen walks down right in front when
Oh,
she
and
dances.
dance with her? Yeah.
Yeah, so I got to do a little bit of that. But it was a cool time.
Did you get any prizes?
A Def Leppard compilation CD.
Oh, nice.
Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Before the arm or after the arm?
I think throughout.
After,
Throughout
yeah,
the arm?
Throughout the
If
arm.
it's a
throughout the
compilation,
arm.
it would
Oh,
be
that's
with
right.
and without
That's right,
arm.
Jack. Okay, no judging. Amber, thanks for the phone call, and we had a lot of fun with you yesterday. And thanks for, she really delivered yesterday.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
awesome. You were bitching, they say. Here is Anna. Hi, Anna.
Hello.
Hi,
You
welcome
guys
to
rule.
We rule.
Oh, Friday the 13th Creepy Show. Go ahead, Anna. What were you calling about?
I was calling about how you guys were talking about ghosts. And like 5 years ago, my grandma died, and I saw her ghost like 3 times.
Is that the end of the
At
story?
your house or like just out in the park?
No, at the house. The first time I saw her, she was on the stairs, and I was walking up the stairs in the middle of the night, and she had like a red glow around her. It was like the creepiest thing.
Wow.
That scared the hell out of me.
Yeah, was she hovering or was she like doing like a Stairmaster thing?
She was sitting there.
On the stairs?
Just
On
glowing
the
red?
stairs. Uh-huh.
What was she wearing?
Did you run?
I ran past her and
Did she chase
closed
you?
towards my room.
You had to run past her?
You know what I realized?
I'd have slept
I
downstairs that
cannot
night.
do an impression of a ghost doing a thing. Like I can't.
Like that?
Yeah, I'm bad. I like. Ooh, yeah, wow, that was good. Can you, Jack?
No, I
Oh,
can't.
fine. Whatever.
On Scooby-Doo, they go like this.
Wow.
No, that was more Sunni to me.
That was that was more.
Yeah.
On Scooby-Doo, they make crazy noises. They'll never go. Woo.
That was like after somebody got married. Alfredo, hi.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome to our scary show. Oh my God, it's so scary.
I was asking about my brother that passed away.
Oh, yes.
He passed away just within a week, and I just felt that he had more things to say, and I just wanted to see if
He
you guys
just died in the last week?
Well, he died in April, and he got injured and went to the hospital. Within a week in the hospital, he passed away.
Oh, my God. How'd he get injured?
Well, he had diabetes, and then he got a cut. Turned
On his
into,
foot? Diabetic foot wound?
No, on his arm.
I'm not a psychic.
On his arm, and
Isn't that crazy? You're diabetic and you get a cut and it gets infected and then your body can't fight it and then you die? That's crazy.
he had a cardiac arrest in the hospital, and I don't know. He just passed away within a week, and I just wanted to know what you guys thought about it.
I think it's really sad.
Yeah, that is sad.
We don't have our psychic here.
What are the last things that you and your brother got to say? I wasn't laughing at you.
Well, he was he couldn't really talk. His face was swollen and everything. His eyes, his mouth, and he couldn't talk. He had tubes coming out, so it's like we couldn't talk to him, or he couldn't do anything, you know. So that's what.
But you squeezed his hand and stuff, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, so he knew that you were there.
Yes.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, that psychic chick, I guess, is a good idea. She did leave, and but she left. But I don't know. That's
Maybe
crazy.
we'll get Spivey in a little while, a couple of weeks or something.
Spivey's coming in, I think, November 10th.
Okay.
Well, I'll be looking for him then.
Okay, can I do this, Alfredo? Can we put you on hold and we'll get your number, and that way when he comes here, that you'll be the first in line?
Sure, no problem.
Is that cool?
Yes.
All right, hold on. That was a sad one.
Sorry, I totally screwed you there.
No, you know what? It was really a better idea because I was like, hey, we'll do something wacky. But you can't really do something wacky with the newly departed sad brother call.
In a week.
Okay, what do you guys want to do now?
We have Gay's Anatomy and Gray's Anatomy.
Because now there's like all kinds of crazy.
Are they creepy weirdos on the phone?
Yes.
Yeah, we like creepy
All right, creepy weirdos and Gay's Anatomy when we come back. It's Friday the 13th! Friday the 13th! Oh, well, I had a song. A bunch of animals are gay.
Yep.
Did you know there's a museum now in Oslo, Norway, a natural history museum featuring an exhibit about homosexuality in animals?
I had a gay dog.
No, but Poodle's planning his vacation now.
Two of them. Oh.
Okay, A, that was funny that Mr. Poodle planning his vacation. And B, what do you mean you had a gay dog?
Two gay dogs that would hump each other.
Until they saw the ghost.
They were both boys. I figured they were gay.
They would hump each other and they were boys?
Yes.
I know what humping is. I did not need
Kinda
the gyration to understand it.
Kind of like when a boy dog gets on your leg, you're like, hey, I'm a dude.
That's not a gay dog. That's just
gay.
a stupid dog that can't decipher a leg from a... That's a dog with damage. Up in the he's all not right dog. Oh my God. Where's the rest of this damn story now? I'm all flustered because I just watched Stench hump the air.
I was giving you Exhibit A.
At least 1,500 animal species are gay. Not species,
Yay.
have gone gay
Right.
within their species.
Within there.
Yeah. So there's like 44,000 species, so that's really not that much, I guess. There's always going to be a couple of you. Yeah, so it says that the first person to ever discover this was some guy that's famous from a long time ago, and he saw a couple of hyenas doing it.
Wow.
Happy hyenas.
I've heard about the gay penguins.
Yeah, Aristotle, that's that guy.
Okay.
In ancient Greeks, about 2,300 years ago, he saw male-on-male action among some hyenas. It's not clear why animals go gay, especially since homosexuality seems like it's a genetic dead end, and animals are driven to spread their genes.
That's what happened to dinosaurs, you know.
Well, apparently, here's the deal: the weaker, smaller male animals take advantage they want to have other friends, and so they find like a gay dude, and they're like, okay, you can.
Kind of like prison.
I'm weak. Yeah, and they act gay, and so the guys will be like, yeah, I don't know.
Hey, look, I have friends.
So they're willing to do, like, sacrifice some things in order to have friends.
That's a good friend.
Oh, boy.
So you're just a really weak male,
You know
Mr.
what?
Poodle. That's the thing.
But the good news is you're popular.
And I dress well.
Oh my God! All right, creepy is where we are today. The creepy. What is it? It's Friday the 13th. Yeah, Friday the 13th. Creepy calls. Also, I wanted to do this twice though because I love that Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, we have Grey's Anatomy. Drop it like.
All right.
it's hot.
Okay. So you all know Grey's Anatomy. You saw it last night, which by the way we needed to discuss. But my favorite of all episodes ever is Grey's Anatomy, and this is what, week 4?
Yes.
Week 4 of a very special Grey's Anatomy.
Dr. McCreamy, I have a question.
Yeah, what is it, Dr. McSteam Room?
Be honest. Do these scrubs make my butt look big?
Turn around. Wow.
Wow, that's a yes. Yes, they do. What am I going to do, Dr. McCreamy?
Dr. McSteam Room, don't worry about it. Hey, listen, there's a sale at Abercrombie & Fitch on new scrubs. Let's go check it out.
Oh, my God. I love Abercrombie & Fitch, and the sales guys are cute.
Whoa.
Grey's Anatomy, Thursday nights on Gay BC.
My big dramatic whoa. I've become
I
Joey.
think that's better than Lorenzo Lamas acting right there.
Wow.
Yeah.
And when did you become Dr. McSteam Room?
Oh, it's just new name.
New name?
Kind of never really had a name. It was just a doctor. Now we have Dr. McCreamy and Dr. McSteam Room.
And my whoa.
And can I just tell you this? And I'm not analyzing it, and I'm not the comedy police. But, dude, Mr. Poodle's creepy.
You know what's funny? And I'm not joking about this. This is true. We go to record it every week. And then when we say things like, hey, look at my butt, he does.
He's a method actor.
It's like, hey, we're voiceover acting. We're not acting.
Jack, can you play it again? Listen to the creep factor.
Dr. McCreamy, I have a question.
Yeah, what is it, Dr. McSteam Room?
Be honest. Do these scrubs make my butt look big? He looks.
Turn around. Wow.
Wow, that's a yes. Yes, they do. What am I going to do, Dr. McCreamy?
Dr. McSteam Room, don't worry about it. Hey, listen, there's a sale at Abercrombie & Fitch on new scrubs. Let's go check it out.
Oh, my God. I love Abercrombie & Fitch, and the sales guys are cute.
Whoa.
Grey's Anatomy, Thursday nights on Gay BC.
I don't get the whoa.
I don't either.
I don't know.
He's Gay Joey.
You are Gay Joey. Oh, God. All right. When we come back, we're going to talk to creepy people. We're going to talk about Grey's Anatomy. What, that Dancing with the Stars crap.
That's
And
weird.
Some girl had a divorce and can't dance no more, so we'll cover that, too, when we come
7.
Okay, I know this has nothing to do with anything, but I'm going through the news, and and I don't know who's DMX.
Rapper.
Some crazy rapper, right?
What up, yo?
In a new interview, DMX says he can tell that Jay-Z is whipped by Beyonce because Jay-Z is now wearing flip-flops. Thugs don't wear flip-flops.
True that, yo. What up, dog? Dogs don't wear flip-flops.
Well, he also sounds a little bit like, what's that guy's name? Oh, my God. You know, mohawk, earrings.
Mr.
Mr.
D.
Yeah.
He does. Yeah.
I pity the hip-hop fool
Two
that wears
words.
flip-flops.
Sounds like.
He'll be with us next Tuesday.
Tuesday, he's on the show.
Oh, cool. All right. Yeah, so thugs don't wear flip-flops, Stench.
That's true. Men don't wear them either.
Yeah, so there you go. That's how you know that. that
Also,
he's,
Jay-Z would wear flip-flops and capri pants. I'm kind of with DMX on this.
he's whipped by Beyonce because he's wearing flip-flops. Thugs don't wear flip-flops. So there you go. Okay, should we wrap up our creepiness factor?
Yay,
And then I want to talk about Grey's Anatomy and all kinds of crap like that. Also, today on Dr. Keith, inside the lives of women who hoard. Not hoard.
Past
hoard.
tense?
Like keep stuff.
Yeah, keep stuff.
Oh, hoarders.
Hoarders.
I thought you were talking about like past tense.
No.
Right.
Hoard.
Hoard.
You want to talk about
This
that
one hits a little close to Jamie, I think.
I'm a hoarder.
You are a hoarder.
I'm a total hoarder. I keep weird stuff.
Yeah, it's not anything valuable. It's like every news story ever printed out for her since she got into radio.
I keep paper. I love paper.
Pack rat.
I love paper. Paper's my friend. I love you, paper. Patty. Hi, Patty.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome to our show.
Yeah. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure. Right. What were you calling about there, Patty?
Well, like 5 years ago, I was seeing ghosts pretty regularly, and you got to be careful who you tell because you could end up in a mental hospital on psych meds.
What happened, Patty?
Well, I got diagnosed bipolar, and the ghost went away when I took my meds.
Wow.
No way, Patty. Are you kidding?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Wow, you killed your ghost friend with medication.
So maybe these people need to be on meds.
Okay, so let me get this straight. So you're living was life pretty good? Everything was normal? Things were good?
Somewhat, yes.
Yeah, and then one day, all of a sudden, you started seeing ghosts.
Right.
And so who decided that maybe you should go see the doctor?
Well, the paramedics, I guess.
Wow.
Oh, you saw him so much that you passed out? Or what?
No.
Why did the paramedics come?
Well, no, because you enter into their world. It's like you become delusional in some way from being mentally unbalanced.
From being crazy. You think maybe they were hallucinations and not ghosts?
No, that's what she's saying.
That's what she's saying. Be careful because she thought they were really, really ghosts, and then she entered into the ghostly like world.
Into the realm.
And then all of a sudden she didn't know what did they say you were doing.
Well, you can if you go and talk to a psychiatrist and tell them that you saw a ghost, they give you medicine for that. There's a pill, and the ghosts go away.
She was running around looking for the keymaster and stuff, and they finally figured out,
I bet there's more to that interview. Saw a ghost here.
No, that's all they do, Stench. Right, Patty?
So all these people probably need meds.
You know what? That's really a great public service message from you, and we're glad that you're better now.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, bye-bye.
Wow, that would have made that Ghostbusters movie really short if they just medicated people. No, I know.
She's fun. That's those people forget to take the medicine a little bit, then wigs out.
I just want to know what she was doing when she entered the ghost world. Yeah, you're right. That Ghostbuster movie.
Yeah, would have been over in 15 minutes.
Yeah. We took a pill. Alrighty then. Here's Gabby. Hi, Gabby.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Oh, just really enjoying the sounds of Patty.
You guys roll.
We roll. What can we do for you?
When I was a kid, I was so attached to my grandma, and I fell asleep one time. I woke up kicking and screaming, and my parents were like telling me what's going on. I kept telling me my grandma died. She died, and they wouldn't believe me. They're like, "No, it's okay. You're having bad dreams. Go back to sleep." Well, call her in the morning so you can talk to her. Well, in the morning, we got a phone call saying that she passed away in the night, and then she died calling out my name. And then, so it was kind of eerie because I felt her dying and everything.
Who knew that she was calling out your name?
My grandpa and my aunts. They were there when she was dying on her deathbed. When she was
Why
dying.
didn't they call that night?
Because they live in Mexico and we live in
yeah.
So I kind of did it. And then when I was a teenager, my friend spent the night over and she saw this lady sitting on top of my bed staring at me, and she woke up screaming. And the next day she recognized the lady from an album that my mom had, and it turned out to be my grandma.
Gabby, that's crazy. You know what your friend needed is a pill.
Yeah.
Hey, don't we all?
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I'd like to take one of those Patty pills.
Yeah.
I bet my day would go a little better. Here's Barb. Hi, Barb.
Hi, I love you guys.
Thank you, Barb. Welcome to Friday the 13th.
Thank you. Anyway.
Wow, with sound effects and everything.
Anyway, my parents live in South Dakota, and my dad is a dyed-in-the-wool Catholic, does not believe in psychic stuff. And he told me when they were able to get a hold of me the night after the Northridge earthquake happened that morning, that at 6:30 that morning, Dad woke up out of a sound sleep and just felt a strong, overwhelming need to say a prayer. And he did, and then he hears about the earthquake a few minutes later in California. That's all.
No, that's kind of creepy. That's like probably something.
Because my dad does not believe in that stuff one bit. And I said, see, Dad, I'm along with Stench. I believe in that stuff, and my dad doesn't. But it was pretty weird.
Me and your dad need a pill.
No, you two do.
Oh, me and
you
her?
Barb. Yeah, her dad doesn't believe in that, but then he all of a sudden woke up and
Hey,
he needed to say a prayer.
What about the other way around? We get a pill so you believe.
They make those.
Yeah, they make lots of those.
I knew
think
a guy
they're
who took
illegal.
those.